Where are we? So the next one was VE Day. Yeah, that's it.
That's you done all yours, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, VE Day is, Jen said, I went to the meeting on Friday and some other councillors went and looking, we told them there's £500 in the budget for the event on VE Day, which we was sort of looking to do, perhaps fish and chips, which we all voted against, I think, at the last council meeting. But they're asking if we could double the amount so they can get some free entertainment, as Jenna said, some entertainment there and sort of things for the children. So they're looking at if we would be willing to double it to
£500,000.
Yeah.
Well, match for match, isn't it?
Well, but another £500 on top of the, yeah.
Right. I suppose we do that.
I'll
Is that coming out of the general fund as well?
Well, that come out the same place as that 5,000 that you've got to find. Put that with that and call it 6.
Because it's not, you can't use capital for that, can we? Because it's an event.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, if you can find 5,000 for the reserve, we can find another 1,000 for the VE Day, aren't you?
We're finding it. We have to earmark it. So I've spent 641 today. Hopefully I won't have to spend any more this year.
Yeah.
So next, I think we always need to have 5,000 earmarked for traveller
Just
enforcement.
So, would you like to make, somebody make a proposal?
I'll propose it.
Yeah.
Graham second it. Third, we've all voted for it.
Those in favour, please show. Unanimous, I think.
Yeah. Just one thing with VE Day, following on what we've just said. What is the plan for the council staffing of VE Day?
What do you mean? The Thursday night?
No. If we had this VE Day on the 25th of May, there's going to be a need for the normal sort of council people to be there.
I'll have to ask, but I did have, Paul told me the date and I don't think there'll be any staff available, maybe the odd one. I know we're all busy.
Well, what's that on the 25th of May? What's
It's
that?
Maybank holiday,
So,
so I don't want to work on a Sunday
okay.
and I'm busy that weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'll have to ask the other staff.
So no one can, you're not prepared to work then for this event?
Right.
Okay.
I'm doing Thursday night.
Can you tell me then what other events are on? I've asked this a couple of times, but I don't get an answer. What exactly has the town hall got planned for VE Day?
Not the town hall, it's town councillors that you agreed at a meeting in February.
Mhm.
And it was fish and chips. That won't happen now because we haven't got the budget. Beacon lighting and the service with the RBL.
So really, all we're doing is lighting the beacon.
That's good. That's what we'll do now, yeah.
Well,
That's what we'll do.
You may recall.
Read the proclamation,
Okay.
The proclamation.
Two things. But you may recall, we had a conversation going back to November where we were saying this has got to be a really extra special event. Now it would seem it's nothing.
Yeah, we brought it to February's meeting and it was agreed. I've got you all said
I
that's
saw it
fine.
and I did reply to you on that. Which isn't actually, in my opinion, the February agenda minute doesn't actually imply what you've made it to imply, to be honest.
Well, you can read it on YouTube. It said exactly that.
Mhm. I disagreed with that.
Well,
So nothing is
that's
planned.
what I was voted for, so.
Yes, it is planned. The proclamation and the beacon lighting and a service with the RBL, which will now be at 8:30 instead of 7:30.
Mhm. But no council staff in for that.
Yes, there's 4 of us coming Thursday night.
No, I mean for the 25th.
I'll have to ask tomorrow. I don't know. I've literally just found out about this afternoon, so I'll take it to staff and see
Okay,
who wants to
thank
work
you.
it.
Thank you very much.
Just a point on flexibility. Is the 25th an inflexible date or could it be worked with the technical staff to see if
Yeah.
they help out on that? It's a provisional day.
It's a provisional
Yeah.
date. It's,
That was the next question.
yeah,
We
yeah.
have it on the Thursday night.
Problem with Thursday night is families and children and everything this is meant to be a community thing where everybody's involved. But if you have it on a Thursday evening, then you're just like, for instance, Margaret
Yeah.
and Stevens are just holding the team £15 a head. No family of 4 can afford £60. So this is about a whole community event, getting everybody's from 0 to 99 together to have a celebration. Yeah. But the date's not inflexible. I mean,
We'll move,
you know,
move on then. Thanks very much, everybody. To proceed, outstanding actions, from anything on the last financial meeting?
No,
Nothing at all? Quarterly report from the internal control officer. Yeah, I signed it all. I think it's fine. Because you put something scale sense. It's work closures. Yeah, go ahead.
What do you want me to say?
Did you say anything you got to report? Are you,
I have.
as the officer, are you happy with everything?
That's fine, thank you.
Okay, so there's nothing really to report then, John?
Yeah, well, report, it was all fine.
Okay. Okay. We'll move on then to receive budget report for Q4 and reserve balance sheet. Is that you done?
no, you've all seen it.
Yeah.
It's just, and then the balance sheet, I think we should put on the travellers, extra, in the reserves, earmarked reserves.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just go back to this VE Day celebration, just so that I've got it in my head correctly? So can this event still go ahead without council staff?
Yeah,
It can. We don't need,
as long as you haven't got a, I mean, you don't need a road closure.
well, close the road and
If you close the road, then you'd need to have.
we
road-
are, the road.
If you have a road closure.
Yeah.
Well, then you'd need to have,
So if we don't get the staff for that, then this could affect us by not having the event go on.
I don't think you'd have enough staff to do a road closure. To what time did you say?
Day till 5.
I can ask, but you have to have a qualified person on each end. Thetford and Deering, you see, they pay road closure companies. I'm not being awkward. I've already.
No,
got someone that weekend.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just trying to get in my head that if we
Yeah.
don't get the right staff to do what that needs to be done, this could just go out the window. We just
Do you
don't
need-
bother.
Why do you need a road closure? Just, can you not have it on the market?
The marketplace and for what,
Yeah, so the whole area between the sort of Mr. Chipside, the
I
road,
see.
and-
Yeah, that would be a proper road.
that would be,
I don't think, you've also got to do that so many weeks in advance for highways. Remember what it is it 12 weeks for a road closure for the highways? Yeah,
Am I allowed to ask a question?
No, I shouldn't really allow it, but go on, we'll just.
Not Amanda. What's to stop us putting a diversion sign at the end, just a simple
so you
sign?
can't-
That's highly illegal.
have to have a proper road
Okay, that's
closure.
what I think that.
Can we close the marketplace without so we can close the market?
Yeah, we can put table and chairs in the toilets.
yeah, that's fine.
We could get, if you want tables and chairs, we can have that all available.
we were just going to do that for safety reasons, the road, because if there's
Yeah,
a family event and kids and that in it.
do that over a bank holiday. We do get complaints and, you know, you have, I mean, it's not, you know.
Yeah.
You know, people do complain about it for a week. You need to use the road if you're going to do it.
David.
The road closure company you said about, would they be able to do it in time? And it hasn't.
We've got it on-
Okay.
we've got to tell Norfolk
It's still
County
gonna be 12 weeks.
12 weeks. I mean, they might say yes, Norfolk County Council might go, yeah, okay, as it's,
VE Day
the other day, it might
celebration.
be fine, but yeah.
You need to get the paperwork that done and that in ASAP really, don't you?
I'll give it a shot.
Personally, yeah, personally.
I'll contact Norfolk County Council. I'll give it a shot.
Okay,
No, we'd have to do the paperwork with
We'd
them
have to
tomorrow. We can do that tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
But who are you going to get to close the road? That's the thing.
Well, as you said earlier, it's £45 to get a company in or around that mark.
No, it's 1,800.
Oh, so what's the £45 then?
Admin.
Just the admin fee from Norfolk County Council.
1,800.
So of the road closure, the staff, if we need people, so on the council staff, who is eligible to do that? Ryan?
All of us apart from Thomas.
All of
So,
Thomas.
so even Ian, market superintendent?
No, it's not.
No,
He didn't do it.
Kevin?
Graham, Kevin,
Ryan?
Me, you, Hannah, Nicola.
Right, okay.
It's not impossible to just do. it.
No, I know, I'm just
It's not
thinking
impossible.
that,
As long as we've got barriers up to protect.
Yeah.
It's running in the road. I think that's the main concern.
Hmm.
and your neighbour's family, so they'll keep it on their own children, won't they?
That's the rule.
100%.
Bring
Barriers come-
the time down.
Where will the barriers come from and how they be erected and removed?
Again, we could put them somewhere. We could get them ready for you on the Friday and put them in the toilet. And I'm sure I can see if somebody like Kevin's local, Graham's local, if they're not, they could come and open the toilet. You could take it out.
Yeah.
Put it back again.
Yeah, so it's still doable.
It is doable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing's
we need to move,
With the white
I
paper.
think we need to move on with.
Yeah.
I just need to get that straight in my head, Paul, who was
There along,
for that, isn't it?
there in along.
Well, I think you all need to get together and sort of really start planning and sorting some of the things out that you need to be sorted out. So to go back onto our agenda, I shouldn't have really done that. I'll get
Yeah.
told off.
Still going.
Consider opening of the new account for accommodate the reserve funding. We've recommended from the group, we had three different,
Yeah, you got the paperwork through, yeah. So it was the NSNI, CCLA. You've all had the paperwork, haven't you?
Yeah. obviously percentages of what rate varying all the time with what's
Yeah,
going
so we
on in
had
the world.
CCLA, and NSNI is another one we looked at. Yeah, so that was what we said really from the working group.
Just to be clear, what is reserve funding? What is that?
To see what the money we got from the day's fields.
So I just want to be crystal clear.
That's
Yes, yes.
And there's, I think
It's all
there's,
reserve
I think
funding.
we've got a little bit of other earmarked money we can use as well.
Yeah.
So it's really over to you. Are you happy to do that? And I think it's all on sort of virtually instant access, most of it, isn't it?
Yes, it is,
So,
yeah.
so we can withdraw it if we needed to.
We've gone through the policies, our reserve policy and our investment strategy, so we are covered.
Yeah, happy with that.
Would you look, anybody else got any questions before us? Are you going to move that then, Graham?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Anybody second that?
I'll second it.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
Graham.
Well, we can on a subcommittee, you and me.
This will get confusing.
Right, unless there's anything else, can we put a show vote, because this
You
is
all agree?
important.
Yeah.
So please show.
Yeah.
So we agree that then, yes?
Yeah.
So Helen, you've got.
Yeah.
A little job to do.
Anna?
I know.
That'll soon pass down the line, won't it, Anna?
Gonna want to pass it to.
It's very expensive this year.
Moving on then, discuss and consider 3-year plan for capital expenditure. We had to look at this, and what it is a sort of a wish list virtually for the things we want to do with some of the money over the next 3 years. And we've sort of, Helen's put it into the priority. We had to look at this, obviously.
Just a working document that
Yeah.
that we put together from, obviously the costs, when we go to do it, we need proper quotes anyway, so it was
Yeah.
just an idea.
These guesstimates.
Yes.
Graham.
So sorry, just come in again. I've had a long conversation about the money from Dave's Field because somebody queried about what we can and can't use it for. And I've had a response about what the deed of covenant said about the use of that money. And I'm a bit concerned that we lurch into this and someone challenges what we're doing because someone said they may. I propose therefore that if we've got this wish list, that we let that sit in abeyance until we've thoroughly analysed and got a legal statement that we can actually do what we want with this money, that it's not restricted by the original covenant. Because people think it is.
I don't know. I wouldn't know. Helen, comment on
Get
that.
advice on that?
I think we really must, because 2 people have said to me, what you're going to do with this money? And I said, well, we've got a wish list. They said, well, that's got, anyway, they don't bore you with it all. So what I'm proposing is that we have a stay of execution on this for a period of time whilst we develop a plan, because some of these are good ideas, but I think we really, with the amount of money we're talking about here, we've really got to analyse this and go into each one in a bit of detail. Whereas
Some of them will fall off and there'll be other things added on.
Well,
That's like,
precisely, Paul, but what I'm saying is, I'm not prepared to sit here today and vote to accept that.
no,
And-
I think you come to us one item at
Yeah.
a time over the course
This
of
is
the year.
just a plan. It's a working, so you can move and, this is
It's a
just,
draft.
yeah, exactly.
It's a draft.
It's not, we're not committed
No,
to
you're not
that.
No,
committed to this.
no.
You're just discussing, considering like in year 3, we're going to do this. In
Yeah,
year 2,
I
we're
know,
gonna do that.
But all I'm saying is a lot of people are watching this and
Yeah.
already had a couple point out. Anyways, I won't bore you all with it, but
But
we're treading on ice here.
But to
At
say,
least we've got that document. So if
Yeah.
Yeah.
external auditor says, what you do with this money? This is our plan and our strategic
Yeah.
plan.
Oh, just one thing, you've still got the buggy up there. But
Yeah, well, that's because.
yeah, well,
I'll take that off.
but to say anything could drop
But-
off and there's other things to be added, so it's
Still-
only,
I still think in the future you need to keep the trucks on there because they are a capital that's going to disappear one day, aren't they? So these things you need to, even if it's like 10, 15 years. time,
let's do that.
still. The street lights probably we need to think about.
Yeah. Okay.
right,
There is a point on that, of course. A lot of that expenditure could be covered by the interest we earn on the.
What?
So that would not be subject to any.
Yeah,
legal
it's actually
challenge,
not
would
that much, is there? When you take off certain things, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we worked out that 55 grand. didn't we?
See, already look, it's coming down, yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Right.
roof we've already done anyway.
Yeah.
I think you're more concerned, Graham, with touching that tap door. And
I'm worried until we get
Yeah.
a definitive
let Helen will do that.
statement
Yeah.
about the covenant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I say, people have raised it.
Yeah.
And the second thing is, just because we've got a bit of money, that would be silly to just go blathering it away
Would.
on, on projects that,
Each one of these will come to with a full estimate
Yeah,
when the time
and we can
arrives, so.
vote on the item by item, yeah?
By item, yeah,
Well, no,
house meters or finance, whichever it comes to. John,
What about the swimming pool? The money for that?
well,
Well, so I'm gonna have to see how much,
I think
Yeah.
because that's going to be an ongoing repair, I don't think it could come out of capital anyway, could it?
no, because you're not enhancing it, are you?
No.
Certainly not.
No. So that is probably going to have to come out of the, our reserves.
Let's see, Paul, let's get the quotes first and see what we're up.
But anyway, all I've got to say, Graham, is that when we've sold other land, when we sold other allotment land off in the town, I was on the council then, we never had this problem, and most of that land was given to the town in a similar sort of way before, so, and it all went into capital reserves, the same as what this is.
No,
So I don't think there's any problem,
I spoke to the internal auditor today and he didn't have a problem with it.
but
But-
as you say, that we'll get Helen to double check it.
I want a definitive statement that we're enabled, we can do. this.
Helen will get you.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
I'm just saying what's happened
No,
in the
no.
past.
I know,
Okay,
you know.
let's say that, Graham, did you want?
Just a matter of interest, it was quite interesting hearing David Wiggerson speak about the money that Breckland received from selling off the Green Britain Centre or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And rightly so, that money should come back into the town.
It was promised.
It's promised, wasn't it?
It was promised. That wasn't.
Now, that would be a nice chunk of money to add to our reserve, wouldn't it? That's not going to happen tomorrow, though, is it? It's probably
It's got to be for sports. That's what it was.
Yeah, earmarked for leisure.
sports league. That's the right place for it to be, isn't it?
You know where it will go, same as I do, down the road.
Yeah.
That's not our department, I think, but we keep pushing for it anyway.
Right, moving on.
Move on. To discuss and consider 3-year plan, which we've just virtually done. Consider an intruder alarm contract for the town hall and museum.
So you only got one in this afternoon, didn't we, Hannah?
If you want to leave that.
Do you want to just read them out? What they,
So that the printer you got today, top one is Anglia Electrical Security Limited. These are the existing suppliers. They were sending it to the wrong email, unfortunately. And so they've voted for the monitoring of the intruder alarm, the maintenance, for the two annual reviews, and then also, by the end of August this year, we need to update our systems because of the telephone lines. So there's a one-off cost, to upgrade. Hyperion Security, they also supply a CCTV. So we approached them for a quote, and again, similar things. So to do exactly what Anglia Chemicals, Anglia Electrical are doing at the moment, which is the monitoring and the maintenance, they're quoted 640 for the year. And again, to upgrade to a specific system, they've quoted 1,577.
Any comments or any?
When do we have to do that? The upgrade?
The upgrade's got to be done by the end of August. So it's on us now. Yeah.
We've got rid of all the telephone lines are going, aren't they, digital?
Yeah.
That's.
And with the intruder,
cheapest.
with the intruder alarm that we have, if anything happens, then it triggers a call out to a select few members of staff,
Yeah.
which you can't do because we've had situations in the past where the fire alarm's gone off and it's gone on for about 6 or 8 hours over the weekend and no one's heard it apart from our local residents, and the police haven't been informed. So this is why you kind of need this where it is linked to
It's got to be done.
But there's no, there's
This is Anglia Electrical.
no reason not to, is it?
And I'm quite confident with what we need. Cover everything. Yeah. So I move that we accept the lowest quote.
Yeah.
You need both.
Yeah.
Let me. Well, all great, John, do you agree? John, well, there's only one quote.
Two quotes.
It's 3 quotes. Sorry.
Anglia Electrical and Hyperion.
Sorry.
It's the paper on your desk.
You've got there.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah. So anyway, it's been voted on, so we just want to know if you're voting with us or not. I was reading there. Yeah. Right. Consider a review electric contacts for Buttercross, Town Hall, public toilets, travel, recreation ground prior to renewal in September. So I've said I'd like to see them all on one umbrella under one company rather than
Which
be.
they are now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all are now.
Yeah.
We changed that last year, but obviously every year we review and our existing contract with SSE ends in September. Yeah. So Hannah's gone out and got us some more quotes. Yeah. Do we stay with SSE? Who we're with?
SSE.
The dearest one, isn't it?
So Utility Aid is one contractor who's gone, one agent, should I say, who goes out, and then TUS is another one which we've never used before.
So what's the difference? About £200.
There's not much in it, is there,
It's come
really?
down, SSE's come down, so that's come down this year.
But have you had good experience with them?
I have to say they are excellent, aren't they, Hannah? We get
Well,
on.
there's a
fine.
couple £100. There's no point.
Yeah,
getting-
I would, it would be easier to stick with them in a way because we just carry on with them and
Yeah.
they're very good. We get online easy. We don't have any problems. They always answer the phone, don't they?
Right.
There's no point changing it then, is there?
No,
Do you want to go 12, 24, 36?
not really much in it, is there?
No.
You might as well go for what? If you go for 24, the price is fixed for 24, isn't it? We had this conversation the last time we reviewed this.
It's only a standing charge.
Yeah, because prices were going up in that time. But what are they doing now? Anyone?
There's not much difference between them anyway, is there?
No, I know, but there would be if the price goes up.
So do you
You've
want
got
to
a
stick
12-month contract.
You've got a fixed rate.
It's only for 12 months.
3 years? I think 3 years because that's
36, I think.
36 because that's come down for
Yeah.
less than what it is this year.
So the more is the better option, isn't it?
We don't know what electricity price I'm going to do anyway. I mean,
It's supposed to be going down for one kid storm.
Oh,
well, nice.
Well, that's it. And it's been 3 weeks.
We don't know. We don't know.
So would somebody like to move something then?
Well, I'll split the difference. I'll propose 24 months.
24. Any other proposals? You've got a second for that, Brad? Yeah.
Well, I think-
It says here for 24 months.
Yeah,
Yeah, please show just,
The difference.
yeah.
Tied into.
yeah.
No.
Review and adopt town council policies, investment strategy. This is a new one, isn't it?
No,
No?
it's just a review.
Review.
Yeah, just review, ready for the, so for the internal. So there was no changes on it. That was, yeah. That was it, just the changes of where it invested in three. Okay.
Everybody happy with that?
Yeah.
Yes. Right, we're nearly the end then. To agree the next meeting is the 14th of April. No, 14th of July. So that's the next full finance council, right? Thank you all very much for attending. We're finished.
How did the auditor get on?
Very, very good. What were the words he used, Hannah?
Excellent,
Exceptional.
exceptional,
Style.
wonderful, best council we've ever had.
Apart from that.
So we still, we're not lying now.
It's July, and that's praise indeed.
What's the other one?
6:30.
His actual words at the end was. They send me out a prop